What's up? Welcome back. I'm back. Yeah, that's why I'm back today. Just got back from the Porsche Ducati thing that I got the random call to go and hit up. And the weather is beautiful out. I was debating whether or not I wanted to even come back, but I had to take a dump, so I came back home. I don't use public toilets. So yeah, since I'm back home, I figured I'll just go ahead and start a stream and not go back out and enjoy my weekend. I'll do that tomorrow, more of it tomorrow at least. The weather's supposed to be beautiful just like it is today. Not a cloud in the sky, it's dry, it's not too hot. With the sun out, it feels like it's mid 70s, like upper mid 70s, low 80s. But I think the actual temperature is like 72 or something like that. So amazing. And it wasn't too much traffic out. Too much. I mean, obviously there's still traffic. This is Houston after all, but it wasn't too bad. Also, I'm on a bike, so how bad can it really get for me? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with what I had wanted to get accomplished earlier, which is playing with OpenAI's O3 Mini and whatever the other model is, the good one, the one that uses more energy, that cost them more money. I think before I left, I was trying to talk a little bit about the rules of this game. The game is called VC. At least that's what that's what we call it here in Houston. I don't know what it's actually called, but VC. It's a card game where the goal is to be the first player to get rid of all of your cards. And there are some rules, and that's what I was going over. So each suite or suit, is it suit? Rank? Yeah, I'm gonna call it a suit. All the suits are not equal. There is a hierarchy or an order to the suits. The bottommost suit is the spade. No, club, I'm sorry. 3 of clubs. I'm saying 3, I'm sorry, it's just a club. Wait, is it the club? I feel like I need to look at another deck of cards. For whatever reason, I can't figure out which one is which. I know that technically these are different, but this one right here, whatever that is, I don't know if that's a club or a spade. Let me look at the internet. Club, suit, card. Okay, all right, so the spade is the lowest one. This one right here, the top left, that's the lowest. So in the game, hearts is the highest, diamond is the second highest. This is the third highest, and this is the least highest. Or said another way, low, 1, or we can enumerate it from 0. This would be 0, this would be 1, 2, and 3. All right. The reason why this is important is because if you are playing singles in a round, the only thing that can beat a single is another single of a higher suit. So let's say that, let me find some cards of the same thing. All right, here we are. So suppose I have these 2 cards right here. The face, they're both 4s, but one of these 4s is greater than the other 4. So the hierarchy is this. The diamond is higher than the spade. The spade is the lowest. Now, there's only one other rank that's higher than this, is the heart. So if I had a 4 heart, if this was the card in play and I had another 4, the only 4 that could beat it is a heart. Otherwise, you have to go up to a 5. All right, so typically the person with the lowest card goes first when you first start playing games, and then it's the winner. But let's say you have the lowest card, the 3. Well, you can initiate a round, so you put your 3 down and that starts the round. And then the round doesn't complete until no one else is able to beat whatever is the card that's currently in play. I'm not going to give all these details to O1. The goal is to give it minimal details so that it doesn't confuse itself and shit all over itself. Over time, I'm going to iterate and ask it to refine what it's doing, and we'll see if it can arrive to these game mechanics or these rules. And I think I'm going to do it in, I don't know. I could do it in a CLI type thing, and that could be useful given that if I want to make this multiplayer, there will have to be some type of server that knows the state of each person's hand and the round at play. So yeah, maybe I'll do this as a server. Initially, I was going to do this as an iOS app because it's something that I can easily do. But we're going to use O1 and see what it thinks. So let's go to their website. Oh, before I do that. Just had to make sure my stream was actually running. Right, let's go on to OpenAI. Or is it okay? Now, I do want to read the marketing because I happen to think that we are there's this hype cycle. Hype cycle. Is it the Gartner hype cycle? I think that's what it is. Gartner. Yeah, Gartner. This is something that I'm intimately familiar with at this point and at this stage of my life. I have come up across all kinds of different revolutions and technologies and all this other crap over my it's not that long, but it's fairly long. I've been doing what I've been doing for close to 2 decades. So I've experienced a lot of different things that come about, and then there's all this hype, and then it never really goes anywhere. Some of the ones that I can think of that just happened recently, Web 3.0. It's the most recent one. Before that, big data. There was more of the big data too, but like big data, that whole movement. And yeah, I remember when chatbots, that was the biggest thing. And this was back in 2012, 2013, when chatbots were starting to come out, and they were supposed to revolutionize everything. And then, here we are where nothing's been revolutionized. It's all BS. Yo, what's up? Anything special at the car show event? Yeah. I met some folks. Yeah, I don't really care about the actual vehicles. That shit means zero to me. The people who own them are more important to me. They can get me further in life than the thing. So I actually met up with some of the folks. Met the girl, actually. She's the girl who runs the Ducati Houston club or something like that. I follow. I haven't actually looked too much into it yet, but she does all the things, and she was saying that they're going to be doing some events or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll be there. Especially the ones that are in my area, which it seems like they do a lot of stuff in this area, which makes sense, I suppose, when you really think about it. All right, so this hype cycle right here, this is where we are. We are at the peak of inflated expectations. All right, we had the technology trigger. In my opinion, this was deep neural network or deep learning or deep DNNs, deep neural networks. That was the technology trigger, and we've been accelerating the pace of development. We had Transformer, and then and when I say we, I mean OpenAI. They discovered a user interface that works, which is just chat. Okay, which is not that innovative in my opinion. But hey, no, we get chat, we get LLMs, and now we're starting to get all these other models that that have LLM as a fundamental component. I think we are squarely in this range right here. Maybe we're here. We're not already at the peak of inflated expectations, but I think we're very near it. And pretty soon, we're going to hit this cliff. My goal is to take advantage of this dip right here. There's been so much money being pumped into this. Somebody's going to lose their shirt. And I don't mind if I'm the one who is the person taking that shirt. So we will likely get here within the next 2 or 3 years. Within. That doesn't mean that it's going to be, right now or in 2 or 3 years. It could be now, or it could be in year 3. But we are definitely going to get to this trough of disillusionment. And it's going to take a long while before we actually start to see AI do anything meaningful. So yeah. Anyway, let's see what whoever these people, OpenAI, what they have to say about O3 before I go on. Operator, in my opinion, is stupid. Nothing else to say. It's just dumb to me. Okay, let's look at O3. Now we can read this, or I mean, when I say we, I mean I can read this, but so can you. So I'm going to let y'all read it. What I'm going to do instead is play with it, because maybe you can play with it. I don't know. I don't know if it's free or not, but we're going to use the good one. O3 Mini High, whatever uses the most energy on Microsoft's dime. I'm contributing to the downfall. Okay. I want to design a, wait, no, are we, First, let's pick a technology. Let's use Bun and TypeScript. We're going to start off with the most basic thing. All right. We're just going to create a server. I'm not going to give it rules yet. Okay. And yes, I can easily do this myself. It probably would take me less time to do it than to freaking type it. And then play around with this. It's going to give me wrong stuff. I already know it. Receiving JSON requests from up to multiple devices. The server will host, facilitate a card game played by up to 4 players on their mobile devices. More details to come. Produce a basic server that can broadcast the moves of each player. I'm curious to see how it's going to tackle it. I would open up a WebSocket, but hey, let's see. Challenging conventional wins. What the hell? Okay, sure. Okay, minimal server that upgrades AC. Oh, look at that. Holy shit. Was it listening to me? Was it listening? Because, okay, all right, sure. So it is going to use a WebSocket. I'm like, that's how I would broadcast. No. All right. Let's see. Receives JSON messages representing moves and broadcasts these moves to all other connected clients. Yeah, that's exactly what needs to happen. Let's see. We have a fetch. I wonder if this is a function that's defined within this serve thing. I don't like this for what it's worth, but whatever. I'll move on. Upgrade the connection if it's a WebSocket request. Okay. On open, we'll have client connected. Okay. All right. So here's another thing. I need a client driver in which to interact with this server. All right, let's see. Wait, okay, I'm like, did it just delete all the other crap? All right, here's a driver. And honestly, this could be done in a test too, right? Like we can automate it, but for now, let's see. We have the thing, receive move. All right, cool. Let's bootstrap a bun project. I don't know how to do that, so we're gonna go and look at docs. Bun sh. Do I have bun? Oh yeah, look at that. I do. How do I upgrade bun? Is it just upgrade? Yeah, cool. So got the latest version of the thing, and let's go to the docs. Okay, I don't know if I care about that. It's init, or is it create? Which one is it? Is it init or create? Bun create. New bun project is probably that. Scaffold empty bun project was interactive. Maybe I would prefer that. Yeah, this right here is for a template. Okay, so I could do this using a framework. For now, I'm not gonna do a framework because I didn't tell the thing to use a framework. Maybe I should have, but we're not gonna change it. I'm gonna continue down this path. Oops. All right, and we'll go into my random directory and we'll call this O3 testing, O3 test. VC O3 test. All right. And we'll init. Do I need to pass any other? Oh, it's just init. Okay, cool. Package name, sure. Entry point. No. Serve. Okay. All right, we're just gonna copy this in here. All right, what is this? We already have issues. Does not exist on type import bun. Did I even import bun? Oops. Is that a thing that I can import from? Looks like it is. So let's see if there is this upgrade, whatever it's talking about. Probably not. UDP socket. Okay, we're already off to not a great start. So let's go and see if this function is a thing that exists within Bun. WebSocket, spawn serve, server upgrade. So it's just upgrade. Well, it's as simple as like, okay. I upgraded. So upgrade. Okay, sure. It's just upgrade. That's also, I shouldn't have to import Bun now that I think about it, because I'm getting it directly from here. Huh, upgrade doesn't exist for me. Do I need to import something? This is Bun serve. Create a WebSocket. Yeah, okay, that's not great. I can't even get the WebSocket thing. I wonder if I should use a UDP socket. Is that the new thing? This right here is the API. That's why I'm looking here to see if maybe there's a new thing. There's definitely a WebSocket right here. I don't see a function other than this upgrade. Is that what that said? Did that say upgrade or update? Oh, it said upgrade. I'm dumb. Okay. I still didn't see that in the type. Yeah. I still don't see this in the type. What version are we using? .5, latest version of Bond. Interesting. See if there's maybe something I need to import. It doesn't seem like it is. It seems like it's just part of the global. Yeah, right here. I wonder if this server is what I think it is. Oh, it's not. Haha. It's not. Okay, this is easy to solve. So we'll call this our server, which gives us a server to do stuff with. And then here, can we call upgrade here? Okay. Looks like this right here is going to return an any. Huh? Do I really have to? Huh? All right. I wasn't expecting to have to look at this. This returns a server type, which is disposable. We get the upgrade. Yeah, so upgrade is definitely here. So for whatever reason, this isn't returning what I would expect. Okay, so this code does not work. Yeah, this code doesn't work. Okay. Let's see if I tell it what latest, I'm using the latest version because I imagine that it's, okay, well, shit, what's the latest version? Package type Bond. Maybe these types are outdated. It could be the case. I don't like that this is just saying latest. The code doesn't work. Perhaps the latest API isn't being used. I'm using the latest. Already we're not off to a good start. Okay, it's kind of slow too. All right. This is what I mean. Like, if I just do this myself, I would already have a server by now. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I should have told it to just create a server and then I refactor to add the stuff later. Maybe that's what I should do. So if this doesn't work, I'm going to change my approach. Dump this in here. And oh my gosh, all right, it's not great. Error doesn't exist. Oh, known properties. Okay, so what does error expect? It doesn't tell me, of course not. So we'll go look at it in the types. And we're looking for error. It's in here somewhere, I'm sure. Error. System error, that's definitely not it. This would be a function called error. And no, that's not it. I don't see an error in here. All right, yeah, okay, man, this is trash. This error doesn't exist. If anything, it's probably like an on. Here, let's make this bigger. And when I say an on, I mean it's maybe it's an event that I had to just listen to, and one of the events is in there. We'll put a parenthesis in here. No, I don't see it on either. All right, let's find serve again. this isn't fun. It's not showing me the types that exist, which kind of sucks. All right, let's cancel that and close all this other crap. Here we are. So let's see, is there an error on here? No, there isn't. Yeah, I'm not seeing an error. Is there an on event handler? Nah, I'm not seeing an on either. All right, server options. Yeah, serve, resolve. Yeah, there is no error on here. What the fuck? I'm gonna delete it and see if it works even without this. So far, my hopes are incredibly low, and I no longer think that this is going to be any danger to me at all. We are using a set, fine, sure, we could use a set, that's cool. If client, const client is not equal to the socket, you can't, I don't think you could do that. It's a server WebSocket. Yeah, this is a completely different type. This says WebSocket. This is a server WebSocket. What the man? Oh my gosh. Yeah, these are completely different types, right? So WebSocket is this thing right here. Let's see if there is a server WebSocket in here. I don't think there is server WebSocket. No, there isn't. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yo, what's up? Getting started on some learning here. I'm around. All right. Well, I'm learning some stuff too. I'm learning that this is trash. It's giving me code that it has no chance of ever working. It's not even defined in the types. All right. You know what? I'm going to give it this type. Here, the type for bun. Notice the problem. So far, I'm struggling to see how this is better than someone who knows what they're doing. Custom WebSocket, really? Really? Oh my gosh. All right, you know what? I'm going to remove this requirement for now. All right. Let's remove the requirement to broadcast to other players for now. And an effort to simplify and get better results. Oh my gosh. I didn't think that was that hard of a requirement. But maybe it is. Maybe I gave it a little bit too much. And now it's giving me WebSockets again. Even though I just said to get rid of that requirement. I literally just said I no longer need that. I want to see if it's going to give me an actual answer or if it's just going to spit out a bunch of crap that's irrelevant. I'm almost over this. I'm literally almost over this. This is... I don't want to lay the fucking groundwork because it doesn't work. None of the code that it's given me has worked. Again. What's broken? Well, it's this fake ass type that is created. I don't know. Why are we aliasing this type? I don't know. Why is it called undeceited website? I don't know. Okay. Okay. It's okay. I will just delete all of this. Just do all that. Just go away. And I will implement my own thing. What does this need to return? Fetch needs to return a response or a promise of one. Okay. Let's delete that. I don't know what the response is, but I'm assuming it's some type of object. And what can body be? Can it be anything I want it to be? Readable stream? No. There should be a response in here. Or is it JSON? And we'll go and look at the documentation for bond. Bond. Oop. Where's the server thing? Fine. You know what? I'm going to use Alicia. This is what I've used in the past, so I am going to install something now. Seeing as I'm going to have to do this myself initially, let me put myself in stream. All right. Got somewhere to be after this. So that's what we're going to be doing afterwards. So let me put this down here. We'll put O1 here. So far, I'm not impressed. I'm so not impressed that I'm just about to do it myself. Like I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm already over it. So let's don't save any of this shit. And we'll come into here. Well, yeah, I mean, it didn't do it. Fine. I have ways around that. Cool. Look at that. We got a clean thing, and maybe I want to go one level back. And let's see if it'll throw a fit at me if I try to remove this. Wait, what? Oh, why did I say RM? Okay. We will close this folder because I don't want to have any issues with whatever this tool is giving me issues. Yeah, it doesn't exist. I know that. Code random. Okay. Oh, I don't even want to call it this because I don't even think I'm going to be able to test the O3 part. I've already discovered it's trash, but I will call it the same thing. Oh, I had to give it the template. So we want an Alicia template, and I put this in the wrong order. O or VC 03 test. Okay, all right, fine, fuck it. It's doing something. I don't understand why. It's doing whatever it is. Okay. I have a server now. That, all right, we're somewhat okay. Let's code random VC. We'll make a new directory in here and we'll call this our actually no. Is it, what's the word? Is it new? Yes. So we'll do new. Okay. We'll open up the YML file. Okay, yeah. Host is going to be, I've already forgot what it was. I just saw it somewhere. Here, this is our host. So we'll do that, and then we'll call this our VC server, game server. Okay, I don't really need any chains at the moment, so I'm going to delete that eventually. But for now, the first request is going to be just a ping. All right, ping, and then it'll just be host, I think. Yeah. All right, and let's delete all of that. All of this can go away. It's just noise to me. Same with that. Okay. Now I should be able to make a request. URL scheme is not allowed. Oh, okay. Well, all right, fine. I will put HTTP on there. I don't know why I have to do that, but hey, I will. HTTP localhost. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. All right, cool. We get the response. We get hello, Alicia. All right, cool. All right, we've done something. So here's what I'm going to now use O3 for, because it obviously it just couldn't do what it couldn't do something that I thought would be simple to do. So we're going to see if we can get it to create types. You know, just create a type for a card. Create a card type. This type needs to encode the suit/rank. Ideally it should be an enum, but I'm not going to tell it that. I want to see what it's going to do. Note that the order of, is it order? I don't think it would be order. Note that the ranking is as follows. So we'll say club, spade. I don't think I need that. We'll say club, spade, diamond, and heart. In that order. Additionally, the face value of the card also contributes to the card's overall ranking. The And we'll just do a little bit of that. The order is just this, so it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, 2. All right. I think that's all I need for the card class. Let's see what it comes up with. If I'm going to like it. Hopefully it knows that I want this in TypeScript. Because it's the same chat, and I did say TypeScript at some point. While that thinks about what it wants to do in life, let me go ahead and... Oh, wow. Let me close this again. We'll close that and open up this full directory like so. All right. There we go. So there should be a source file in here now. Index right here. All right, cool. Make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull it out like here, right? I'll think about it later by looking at it. So we'll go ahead and create a new file, put it in here. Like access to removable volumes. Don't allow, you don't need that. This will go into source, and we'll create a new folder. And this will be, I don't know, game maybe. Technically these are types, but I'm gonna put it in common for now. That's my catch-all for things I don't know what I should call it. And we'll just call this card.ts. I don't know what this is yet. We're just gonna look at it. Okay, so we have enum for the suit. Okay, sure. We're using string literal here. I would have preferred to use like numbers, ordinals. That way we can potentially do math, but maybe not. You know, maybe we don't want to do that for some reason. Honestly, no. I do want to do that. I don't like this, but let's keep going. We have our face, and a card is a combination of a suit and a face. All right, we have a face order, which is a record of face to number. Yeah, this right here, this could have been just encoded. Oh my gosh, this is okay. Fine. I don't like this. We have a suit order, which is a record of suit to number. I wonder if it's going to give me a reason, or if it's just going to spit back out some crap that I don't care about. It almost had it right here. This 3 right here, it almost had it, but then it just kind of fell off. I don't care if it's human readable. Why does it assume that this needs to be human readable? I don't like this at all. I'm going to use it, but all right, anyway, we get our suit orderings. Sure. Oh man, this honestly, this isn't good. This isn't good. It's not good. I understand what it's saying. It's like, yeah, you want to decouple it, but no, I don't. In fact, So this is an issue. In your backend server, why in the fuck are you concerned about the presentation of data? That is not a backend concern. I don't even want to keep going with this because it's just like I wouldn't do this. So I'm going to see if it's going to give me something that I'm willing to accept. If not, I'll move on. This is what I expected right here. This is literally what I expected. This. Notice how that is much easier than all this other crap down here. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one because this is in line with what I was expecting to happen. Look at that, much less code. We went from 57 to 35. Okay, we're good now. Lowest rank. I don't know if I need this comment right here. Whatever, I'll keep it. I don't care. I know it's this, but fine. Okay, so another thing that I would like on this interface is, well, it's using the interface. If we were using a class, we could do something a little bit differently. But one thing that I would like to know up front is, what is the card's value worth? Now, yes, you could do this compare cards, and you know what, let's call this, let's do something with that. We're going to do compare cards, interface card. I don't think I'm going to export this. What I'll likely have is a, you know what, give me a factory function to create cards with. I needed to generate all 52 cards. Should it be in random order? I don't know. We'll see. I can actually implement a shuffle function that will do that for me. So I can just have it ordered and then use a shuffle function to pull it out unordered. Yes, perfect. This is something like that, what I would like. So we're going to have this create deck. All right, let's review this. Deck of card array. Yeah, kind of. Not really. Suits. Suit. Face. We're gonna return the deck. Okay. If the face is not equal to B face, return A dot face minus B dot face. This should give me a no. Okay. That'll let me know if it's bigger or smaller. Wait, hold on. If the faces aren't equal, then return this. Otherwise, return the suit minus the suit. Okay. I think that will work. That will work. Make sure that, yeah, okay. Okay, so inside of here, in this function, I'm going to create a new route. And this shouldn't be a get, this should be a post. No, we'll make a get. We'll call this a new deck for now. What would you rate O3's trash? I don't know if you've gotten that by now. Like, I'm not even using it anymore. It's not great. I wouldn't call it a 1 out of 10. I would probably give it maybe a 4. The code that it produces is fine, but here's the problem. Too many people think that code is the part that's hard. Coding is incredibly easy. That's not the hard part. The hard part is designing something, you know, breaking the problem down. That part, it doesn't seem like it's that great at. And this is for something that's well understood. Like, I'm not doing anything really new. This is a card game. It's not hard. It's whatever. I don't know. All right, let's create this deck of cards. We'll call it deck and create. I already forgot what it's called. Create deck, and I want to return said deck. Now, can I just return that instead, or do I need to do JSON? This is what I need to figure out with Alicia. I actually don't know. Alicia. Now, I could just go and look at my other project that's using Alicia, but that would be too easy. I got to do it the hard way. All right, where are the, oh, cheat sheet. Okay. All I need is, it looks like I can just return an object and it'll deal with it. Let's see. Let's just see what it does. All right. Oh, before I do that, I need to go and add this to my request here. So we'll do that. Okay, this will be create deck. I forgot what I called it. New deck. Create deck. How about that? Okay, cool. Okay, create new deck. Let's try that out. Not found. Oh. Does the server not automatically restart itself? Or did I not type it correctly? No, I definitely typed it correctly. Let's restart the server. Maybe it's not automatically restarting itself. And for that, I'm actually going to quit it here. Oh wait, just do that. I'll quit it here, and then I'll run it inside of here so that I remember to do it each and every time until I add something where I don't have to do it. So fun run dev. Yeah. Okay. Not found. Interesting. Why is this not found? Localhost 3000, create deck. That's weird. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh. This is user error. And it does restart. Okay. Yeah, this is just me being dumb. Okay, look at that. Okay, we get something. So here are our cards. Suit 1, face 1. Suit 1, face 2. Okay. All right, so we have a deck. Now, a deck isn't going to be persistent state. This is just going to be something that it just needs to return me a deck, right? I need to be able to have a function. I get a deck, and then I can then shuffle that deck. There's another way I can do it. But I'm going to shuffle the deck, and then I can hand out different cards. Like I'll have different hands. All right, so let's come into here. So I won't actually call this function in my API. I'm just calling it here, so it's easy for me to like test it. Really, that's all I'm doing. Okay, so I need a shuffle function, and maybe this is probably not a good name. Let's change this to a better name now. So this is technically the game. It's still going to exist in common for now, but eventually I'll move it out. So this is going to be VC. a VC card. Yeah, it's gonna be that. Okay, go away. Make this a little bit smaller. I don't know why it's so wide. Okay, so let's see if it can do a shuffle function. All right, this is something easy to do. We'll see. All right, I need a function that will shuffle the deck. Yeah, I'll just do it that way. There's a better way of doing this, by the way. You could just randomly pull from the deck, and then you know, each person's hand, it will be shuffled. You could just do that, but let's see what this does. Shuffle deck. I'll just pull it out. I'm not going to read it over here. I'll pull it out over here and we'll read it over here. And see if this is doing what I would do. Honestly, some of these things that it's doing, I don't like. But hey. You know what? I am going to refactor this very soon. This is pissing me off. I don't know why I did this. Also, this right here, shuffle deck. It's going to take the deck and put it in a new array. I don't mind mutating the original. I wanted to mutate the original. Pop it down here. Okay. Okay. That works. We'll delete that one. I really hate how it's defining these types. All right, let's come here, and instead of returning deck, we want to return shuffle deck of deck. Right? Oh, it's doing this crap. Ugh. Oh, whatever. Okay. So I still want deck right there. And then we'll just say shuffle deck. I don't like this name, so we're gonna call it shuffle. Okay, let's see how that performs. All right, we get 3, 11, 2, 8, 4, 8. 4 should be higher. That's a heart. Right. Okay. Is that what we? Yeah, that's a heart. Okay. All right, so now we're going to have a function that maps this into something readable. I'm going to put it here, but this is JavaScript, so I can move it to somewhere else later. Give me a function that will map a suit, map the suit and face enums to pretty values. This is for y'all, really. Pretty values. For presentation. This is how I prefer to decouple things. It's like you keep this and then you just define a function that does the thing. You don't define a data structure that does it. At least I don't want to do that, which is what it suggested last time. It's doing it again. Oh wait, no, it's not. Yo, no, it is. No, it's not. Okay, nah, we're good. This is different. This is okay. This is better. we're not gonna do any of this. Oh wait, no, we are. My bad, I'm tripping. Okay, yeah, I like this. This will work. Okay. So then, I want to map all of my cards to that. So we'll say return deck, map, and then I'll pass it this function. And I guess value card number. Sure, we'll take our card. I thought it would automatically put it in there, but I guess not. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Haha, I'm dumb. If I import it. Yeah. So we'll just pass it print card to run. And let's see how we're looking now. Ah, there we go. Perfect. And that is indeed 52. 6R, yeah. All right, cool. So notice how initially it wanted to create this like weird ass record type and like do it all there. I didn't want that. I wanted it this way, where this is decoupled in a way that makes sense to me. Where my fundamental data model is what it needs to be so I can do math. And then I map it like I'm doing here. All right, anyway. So next function that I want to do. Oh, actually, this isn't a function. I want to add some state. So I'm putting everything in here for now. I'll just put it here for now. We'll put it in this, make it easier. So some of the state that we need, we're going to need players, right? So we'll have some players. A player is going to have a hand, essentially. A player and a hand is probably the same thing, but there might be some information that I want to have with the player. So we'll just say player info. But the real thing that I care about right now is their hand. And a hand is going to be 13 cards. Like so. So I can have up to 4 players. No matter what, players only get 13 cards. All right, so some of the info that I may need, and I'm not gonna use this. I'm just gonna kind of see how close O3 comes to here. So we'll have a player. I'll want a ID. So ID could be a number, string, or whatever. For now, we'll make it a string because it will likely be some type of GUID or UUID or something like that. Some of the other stuff that I want to have on the player is stuff like their biographical information, that kind of stuff, like their username. So we'll just have one thing. We'll call it alias or username, like that, and that'll be a string. And then the only other part that's really relevant to me right now is their hand. All right, so say hand, and that will be an array of cards, but it's a special array of cards. It can only have 13, and this is where I'm interested to see. Is it going to be able to do that? I know how I would do it, but I want to see if it's going to be able to do that. So we're going to have this be not a read-only array. Yeah, we could make it read-only. That way we make every state change immutable. Yeah, I'm going to force this to be a read-only array. That way, every single time I do something, I had to create a new state, a new array. It's inefficient, but it's going to help me with debugging, maybe, hopefully. And this is going to be a card. And I guess I need to, yeah, this is a reason why I shouldn't do this all here. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this and see if it can make sense of that. As comments, produce a type that meets these requirements. God, it's so slow. I should also be using, what's the other thing? R1 to see how this compares. I'll do it another day though. Okay, interface, player info. Okay. I mean, yeah, you could do that. Hand. Okay. I want to see if we can come up with a better way of doing this. I'll use it. Just want to see if it knows a better way. That you can hack the types. Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay. All right. So, all right. I'm impressed now. This is good. I was like, you know, there is a better way. And as I'm saying, you could just hack the types. And I'm saying hack, you're not really hacking. They're just there for you to use them. But yeah, it actually went straight to that. So it's creating a fixed length array. Yes, this is exactly what I want. So let me go ahead and create a new file. This is going to be in a new file, and we'll call this utils. All right. So we have our fixed length array. That's what I want. We have a type for the array. I guess we can keep that here. And let me make sure that this type makes sense. So we have TL, which extends a number. Okay. And then R extends unknowns and array. Okay. We don't care about this R right now. This is only in the type. It doesn't matter for us. So R length. Okay, so this whatever this type is, this is the array. We're going to grab the length property, and it needs to extend whatever this is. So that's a number. Or R is this fixed length array here, this type right here. And then we spread out whatever's in R. Okay. Interface card. Okay, I don't need this. Now define hand as exactly 13 cards. Okay, so this type will not be here. All right, and then that will be in VC here. And where are my types? I'm going to pull these types out eventually. Okay, so we want to have this fixed length array. Perfect. It did it. I mean, I had to prompt it to do what I would do, but the fact that I only had to prompt it once and it did what I would do, I'm happy. Somewhat. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we're going to have a hand, and we're also going to want to have a function that deals cards, right? So we'll put it here. So I'm going to give it some guidelines for what I want the interface to look like. For one, we're going to wait, hold on, what function? Okay, yeah. For one, this function should create the deck. Create the deck, shuffle it, and deal cards to each player. And then we'll say passed as an array of players. Note that this is a variable length here, but it needs to be a max length. So I'll just check it, right? I don't need to have a type. I can just check it. Note that there can be a max of 4 players. No need to encode this in a type since it's variable. Just do a check of the length first. All right, let's see if we can handle that. So far, honestly, I haven't even done anything useful. It's just like getting it to create this. But I guess this is fun that I don't have to type it myself. There's always that. One thing I don't like about how it named these is that it's not using all caps. I am one of those people where I like my enums to be all caps, but I can change that easily one day. Okay, so we have our interface for player. I don't think I copied that anywhere. Yeah, I didn't. Okay. I'll put that here. So we have a player. A player will always have a hand. Or maybe they won't. Yeah, maybe they won't. I don't like how this is. I would prefer this to be either that or null. Oh wait, whoa. This isn't right. A hand is a hand. Or null. This is wrong. That won't work. A hand is a max of that. Yeah. This won't work. I've made a mistake. Let's see how I can handle this. A hand is not a fixed length array, but an array that can have at most 13 cards. Since the objective of the game is for a player to have no cards left, we need to update the design of the hand to accommodate. All right, let's see how it handles that little monkey wrench that we're throwing in here. We'll delete presentation, don't need it anymore. Technically, like a hand would be a card array. It'll be this. I may not be able to encode this in types. I am still going to make it read only. It's going to make my life a little bit harder, but that's okay. Life is not that bad. Okay. All of this irrelevant. Yeah, it literally just did what I just did. Fine. So we'll do that. We'll say that this is a read only one of these. We'll get rid of my util. Actually, I'll keep it. Maybe I'll need it in the future. Yeah, maybe that'll be useful in the future. Probably not though. Okay. Yeah. Create deck. Don't need that. Shuffle deck. Don't need that. Deal cards. This is the thing right here. This is the function that I want. So we have compare cards, shuffle. We're gonna have to organize this at some point. So reshuffle. Compare card, we will want to keep that. I will not have that be exported anymore. Create deck. No, we're not going to do that. It's just going to be dill. And then, you know, we'll abstract all that behind this dill function right here. Okay, so if players is greater than 4, yeah, we'll throw an error. Obviously, I'll return an actual response, but for now, we'll throw an error. We're going to get the deck and then shuffle the deck. We can do this all in one line. So we'll shuffle it. Okay, deal 13 cards to each player for, okay, const hand deck. Oh yeah, okay, I forgot. I did this to where it mutates. So I have to do it this way because this doesn't return back the thing. All right, so we'll create the hand. All right, player, hand. Okay, so then I need to create some players. All right, so in my function, this one right here, let's just call this create game for now. A new game. And I'll store all my state here inside of this thing right here. And we're not using that player. We'll get rid of that. Okay. So we're not going to create a, wait, am I creating a deck? Is that what I call that function? I've already forgotten. Deal cards. This is what I want to do. Where's create deck coming from? I thought I stopped exporting that. Oh, okay. It's okay. It is giving me an error. It just wasn't erroring the way that I expected. Okay. All right, cool. So we're going to create some players. Players like that, and then we'll say I want a factory function to create a player. All right, the only params needed are username, and that's it. Okay. I have my door open for Roscoe and he's just inside here. We don't need to, I won't do that right now. I don't need that right now. We'll just create the function for create player. I'll just dump it in here. I'm not really going to organize anything yet. There is a library that I like. I think it's called Nano ID. It's right here. Yeah, it is. It's called Nano ID. And we'll see if I can just install it the way I would do it in Node. So bun install Nano ID. Okay. I wonder if it also installs the types, or it's just written in TypeScript already. No, it's not. So does it automatically pull the types, or do I need to do that myself? Bun types. Okay, I guess not. Okay, so I'll install that. Bun install. I'm gonna assume -d, and then we'll do types Nano ID. Oh yeah, perfect. Cool. That was it. That worked. Okay, so don't need that. Import Nano ID from, yeah, that. And then this will just be Nano ID of 4 characters. Honestly, it don't even need to be that long. Nano ID 4 characters for now. All right, and then we'll pass in the username, and then the hand will just be an empty thingamajig. And this should be, yeah, perfect. Cool. So we're gonna create a player like so, and we'll say I am him. We'll just have one player, me. All right, and then when we create the deck, I forgot what I need to give it. Oh wait, do I even have a function called create deck? Oh, I do. Okay. No, it's called Dlog cards. I'm dumb. Haha, Dlog cards. So we'll call this Dlog cards. This shouldn't need to return anything. We'll say Dlog cards. I guess I need to import it. I should have looked at the type. I forgot what this, okay, it's just players. That's easy. We're not shuffling anymore. Now, instead of having something that's going to print out the deck, I don't care about that anymore. What I now care about is iterating through all of my players and then grabbing their hands and then mapping that to the thing. So we'll do that now. So we'll go to players for each player. So we'll say player. What I want to do is I want to map. Hand, and we'll map that to printed card or print card. And we'll delete all of that. Okay. So Dlog cards. All right, let's see what that does. And maybe I'll just call this Dil for now. Dil. And we'll come to here and make sure that that just says Dil. All right, let's see if this blows up in my face. Connection refused. Connection refused. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, it will help if I actually run the server. That part. No response body. Yeah. Really? Oh, I'm doing this for each. God dang it. Ah. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I have my hand 3 of whatever the things that are. Okay, cool. Now, this is all fine and dandy and all, but I would like to have a function. Actually, no. I'm going to leave that up to the players. The players can organize and, or I should use the right words. The player can sort their hand however they like. All right, so and that's typically what happens. So let me deal myself some cards right quick. I'm gonna shuffle it up a little bit as well. Let me go close my door. Roscoe's not even outside enjoying this weather. I'll be back. All right, I think now is a good time to talk about how the game is actually played a little bit, somewhat. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle up my. Actually, I don't need to shuffle. I'll just deal myself some cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I have 13 cards. That is 1/4 of now things. All right, so I have a hand of cards. So this is a hand, right? So they're going to be given to you in random order. Now, every player can choose to organize their hand however they like. The strategy is up to you. My strategy is I like to try to come up with the plays that I want. So let's see what I have. I have a 3. I don't have a good way of. Oh, I do have a good way of sharing this. Give me one moment. Let's see. We'll come to full screen here. We'll look at my camera through my computer. Okay, cancel that, and we'll be recording. And let's select my. Okay, wait, is this the right one? Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. Widescreen. Kind of move things out of the way. I have a. Give me a second. I have a little tripod for my phone. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more of a clever solution to be able to get all these on here easily. Okay, I think that works. All right, cool. So here are my cards, okay? So how you organize your cards is a very personal thing when it comes to this game. All right, so the way I like to do things is I first like to sort. So I'll take my lowest card. So I'll go 3, 4, and I have 2 4s, as you can see. So we'll take those 2 4s there. I'll just stack them on top of each other for now. And then we have a 7. So 7 gets moved here. And then I have these 10s. I have 2 of them, so I'll just put them like that for now. And I'm saying for now because I'm going to come back and do something a little bit different. We have the jacks, which will come after my 10s. And then we have these aces, which will come over here. And it's good that I'm doing this because I can also start to talk about some of the other rules of the game as a result. Okay, so I have 3 kings. All right, cool. So my sorting, and normally you don't share this with other people, obviously, you have it in your hand. The way I like to sort is lowest. Oh shit. I like to sort lowest to highest. All right, so my lowest card is just 3, but the lowest card is a 3 of clubs. I think this is a spade, or I don't know. It's one of them. It's one of them. All right, and then I also like to sort all of my pairs. This right here is called a double, by the way. This is a new word for one of the mechanics of the game. You have singles, 1 card, doubles, 2 cards, and here's another double, and here's another double, and then you have triples, 3 cards, and then you have something called a buster, which is also a quadruple, which is 4 cards of the same face. Right, so that's the key. They have to be of the same face. And then we have here, right? All right, cool. So how I like to sort this is based off the plays that I'm going to do. So I'll probably have these as one play. Like, so if you ever get into a round where it's doubles, I want to make sure I have this for doubles. I'm going to remove this single card because it's a single card, and I'm going to put it over here at the 7. Now, this is just how I play the game, but this is just to give you a reason why I'm not going to have my program sort the thing, because it's the player's discretion. All right, so I have my doubles here, and I'm just going to put my 2 10s here next to my little stack of 4 4s, or 2 4s, and then my 2 jacks, and then my 2 aces. So this is how I would play. I would separate it this way. Here is my singles, my doubles. So if we get into a round of doubles, I'm pretty sure I can win because I have one of the highest doubles. The only other double that's higher is 2 2s. Yeah, and then I have these triples here. Now, the objective of the game is to get rid of all of your cards as quickly as possible. Given that the first play is always going to be the 3 of spades or clubs, whatever the one is, unless they play a double, I can probably get rid of my 3 if I'm the second player, or the 7. So I would hold these for later. All right. Anyway, that's that. So let me go ahead and close that. Hopefully that makes some form of sense. Oh, there's also another thing called a straight. I don't have a straight here, but a straight is 3 consecutive cards of a certain face value or more. So you can have a 3 card straight, 4 card straight, 5 card straight. The highest straight that you can have is called a dragon, a 13 card straight. And that's literally just 3 to 2. If you have that, you automatically win the game. Okay. Yo, what's up, Jimmy? How are you? Hopefully that explanation was somewhat useful, maybe. Now I forgot what I was trying to do. Let's figure out what I was doing. Where did I leave off? Oh, we'll clean up these. Honestly, I want this to be in a new thing. So there should be a function that creates a new game, and its goal should be to return some state. And we're going to have this do it. I want a game factory function that takes in players and deals their cards and returns a state of the game. And how do we determine the state of the game? So one is current player turn, current play. All right. Or maybe we should call it round in. So we'll say current round. And I haven't explained how any of this works yet, right? So I'll have to come up with the rules for how do we know that we're in a new round. So current round, and then I'll say this should be it should be a set technically, but it should be an array or some list type data structure. This at the end of each round, a new round is pushed onto the list. And I'm saying push so that it's basically, I'm giving it like a hint. I want some type of list like data structure, ADT. Okay, so we're gonna have the current round, and this could either be, and the reason why I'm putting this, the push, is because, you know, I don't necessarily want just a variable that says current round. What I would prefer is to get that from the state, you know, this list right there that I'm going to be doing. Okay, so we'll say current round, and then we'll say current turn, or player's turn. I don't know what to call it. Player turn, whose turn it is to play. And then we'll say at the beginning of the game, if it's the first game, and this is another hint, if it's the first game, and we'll need to come up with something for a group of games. I don't know what we're going to call that yet, but if it's the first game, the player with the lowest card starts. Otherwise, it's the previous game's winner. All right, so we're gonna have that. What other stuff will we need? For now, I'm gonna leave it at that. There's some other stuff, but I don't think it's relevant right now. And we'll want to have a we'll want to have a function that can validate a play as well, and to score a play. And score doesn't mean that there's a score. It's just, you know, like, I need to make sure that, okay, you have this 3, 4, 5, and this other person has this 3, 4, 5. I need a way to score which one is the one that's going to beat. And we have the compare, but it doesn't work the way that it will need to work as written yet. Okay, compare. Why does it keep giving me the same crap? I don't need any of that. All right, deal cards. Okay, so we have move. Okay, I guess that's a decent name. Yeah, all right, cool. We'll have a timestamp. I don't know. Sure, we'll keep that. We'll have the player ID. Yeah, I don't know why that can't just be the player, but sure. Interface, we'll have a round. I'm actually kind of glad that it came up with names for me. Move actually makes sense. Or did I tell it move? If I told it move, never mind. I take that back. But I don't remember saying move. We have round, which is just a collection of moves, and the game state is going to be all of the players, the rounds, and then the current turn, player ID. No, this should be an index. Find player with lowest card. There is a much better way of doing this right here. This is a quadratic solution. I think there is a much more clever way. We are dealing the cards after all. We could just mark if it's the 3, you know. Actually, no. That only works if there are 4 players. Okay, so I guess this is generalized in case there are only 3 players. Here's why it will only work when there are 4 players. That's the only time that you're guaranteed to have the 3 of whatever the one that's the lowest. And what I was getting at is that whenever we see that card, we just mark that player. But no. There's still a better way. I can still take the same technique of not doing this quadratically and just do a min, right? So I can say, all right, well, this first card that I'm dealing, is it the minimum card? No. We're going to do it quadratically. This is the only way to guarantee it in every situation. There are only 13 cards. I'm sorry, not 13 cards. There are only up to 4 players and then 13 cards. So that's O of K plus whatever. K in. With K would be suites. Players would be cards. So it's not that much work. So I'm going to move on. We're going to just take it as is. All right. So we have our create player factory function, which I don't like the way it's written. Let me make this a little bit nicer. Can you do this now? Oh wait, you can't do this now. You used to be able to do that. Or do I have to wrap it in whatever these things, parentheses, for it to take it? Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, well, we do this. Create player is equal to that. Now, I thought I could just wrap this in 2. I'm seeing if I can. Can I do that? Nah, okay. Yeah, I guess I do have to do it this way. I'm going to leave it as a function. I mean, I'm not going to save that much typing from here. So we have that. Let's take these types here. And it might be time for me to start organizing this a little bit better. I'm still putting everything in common. I can move them around later, but for now we'll call this types. Yeah, maybe for now. Yeah, we'll call it that for now. Come up into here and we'll take all of this crap. Card player interface, get rid of that. Okay, we'll import all of the things that are needed. Make sure I don't have any other types to find here. All right, cool. That cleans this up just slightly. And we have our private functions, shuffle, deal cards is the only one that should be public. Create player. Yeah, that should be public too. Compare cards, create deck. Okay, all right, cool. So I have my public functions down here. Let's move non-public up here. Okay. Did I already copy over game state? Yeah, I did. Okay, so we have players, rounds, then the current turn. Did it actually do the thing that I asked it to do? I don't remember if I asked it to do it. Current turn string. Oh, I haven't typed it. Okay, never mind. You know what? I could do it myself, but if I don't tell the AI this, it's going to assume that that's what I'm using, the string. So player list, let's just have it do that. But ideally what it's going to do is just, it should know how many players there are. It shouldn't even matter. We'll just come into here and get it that way. See what it comes up with. Player number. Okay, well, yes, but find player with low index. Create game state. Okay, this is the function that we're going to need eventually. So this will be a number and player index. Whose turn it is? Okay, and I'm just going to copy all of this and we'll review it over here in the text editor. See, the fact that I changed the name, it doesn't know that I changed these. So this is why I'm like, I probably should have. Anyway, it's fine. Okay, so find player index with lowest player card. player. Okay. Lowest index. I don't like that we're setting this to 0, but okay, it's okay, I suppose. Let the lowest card equal players 0 .hand. Okay, so we're just gonna select one at random, or the first one in the list. And player length. I don't like this, but I understand why we're doing it this way. I want to say that if you use a for const of, it will give you an index. I prefer the const of construct, but hey, like this right here, this is what I prefer. Players hand if compare cards. What did I call it? Oh, I'm in the wrong. Oh my gosh, I'm dumb. I dumped this in the wrong place. After I was just talking all that about organizing myself. Okay, so we get our compare cards. Creates a game state. Game state isn't imported yet. All right, so if the players is greater than 4, throw new error. Okay, I was doing that somewhere else. We don't want to do that anymore. It was in the Dlog card. So now the game state will be responsible for dealing with that. Let me, instead of doing that, let me cut it just in case I need it. And yeah, so game state will pass in players to the whatever that is. Okay, so player, okay, so I didn't have to cut that. Dlog cards, we pass in the players. Okay. Determine starting player's index, let current turn, previous winner ID. Constant next player found. Okay. Index is not one, throw previous winner. Not found amongst player. Yeah, I guess that you would want to do that in a server environment because they could leave. Then we will update. Okay, current turn. All right. And then round. I also need to import that. It will have no moves, and then players, rounds, and this round current turn. Okay, so we'll return that state. Exporter name, face not found in module. VC, 3 test, source VC. It would be really cool if it showed me what line. Like, just give me a line number, maybe. Oh, yeah, that would be nice. Face not found. Let's just look for face. It's in there. Face. Oh, it's not. Oh, no, it is. Like, what? How about I just do that? Oh, it's still the same thing. All right, this is interesting. Export named face, not found in module. I guess it's saying that that's not found. An entry fetcher. I don't know if I understand what's going on with that. Maybe, oh, it could be here. It could be in here. All right, yeah, let's get rid of that. We're no longer going to be dealing cards. But instead we're going to do is we're going to create a new game state equals create game state. We're going to pass in players, so const players, create player. And I am him. So we'll call this new game. All right, now I am going to need to go and update my game state at some point, but for now, let's see if I get back something somewhat useful. And before I do that, I guess I gotta change this again. It's called new game, and then this is going to be create. I'll just say new game. Okay, players ID, my name, here's my hands. Okay, rounds, perfect, current turn 0, so it's me. Now here's the other constraint. A game must have 2 to 4 players. Now I could easily put this check in here and be like, oh yeah, if there's not at least 2, I don't want to do it. This is the check right here. I just didn't want to do it. I'm happy to burn energy to have it right, that one little thing, and that's literally the only thing I'm taking. Okay, VCS, and let's just update our little type. Wait, where is it at? Right here. Oh, and I also want this part too. I don't want to, I'm not typing that either. Okay. That should be it. So let's go back to my test, and this should fail. Game must have 2 to 4 players. Great. So I eventually I want to have a function or an API or something that can create the players. For now, I'm just going to hard code it because I can do that. So we're going to come into here, players, create players, and then we'll do another create player. And the ops. We'll do some of this action. I'm gonna be I am him. Okay. Perfect. We get our players, I am him, and then we get the ops. Okay. Now, one thing I will need to do is create a test to make sure that all of these cars that I have, none of them exist anywhere else. I could trust that this is working, but I don't like trusting anything. That's not how I operate. But so far it looks decent. Okay, all right, cool. So we have our cards. Now, remember I have this I want this to be pretty printed. So let's go and pretty print. And that's back in my game state. And maybe, yeah, never mind. I probably should have told it to do it so I can just say, hey, I moved it. Now I have to just redo it. Okay, players, rounds. Okay. Actually, no. This is fine. This is fine. I don't want to actually return. Oh, I guess I could do it. Okay. I could just do more work. It's fine. Players. It's going to be that, and we're going to map. Yeah. So we're gonna have a new object. All right. So we're gonna have this right here, the player, which is gonna be a map of this to their username. Their name. And maybe we'll call this user or username. Oops. Game state. I can't do that because, yeah, I can't do that because of this right here. I have to return this type. Dang it. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it alone. I had to return this type. So what I will also have to do now is once I get this, I will do the mapping again. That's basically what I had to do. It's unfortunate that I had to do it that way, but it's where we are. So game. All right. So instead of just returning the game, right, I'm going to return a subset of this. So we'll do game, and then it'll be game dot rounds. So this will be rounds. I don't know what this would be, so I'll just do this right here. A game current term. Okay. Call it play return. And this will be something. So we'll call it A again. And then we'll go into the players themselves. Oh my God. So yeah, we'll do players. And then this will be players, or a new thing right here. So we'll have a username. That'll be game players name. Why am I having to do that? Let's use the pretty print. Oh, wait, I don't know if I wrote it or if it wrote it. So I'm going to give it my pretty print and tell it to do it for me. I'm like, why am I doing this? I shouldn't have to do this. Yeah, use my print card function. Yeah. Use my print card function to print the player's hand from game state. It should just map it, but the whole point of this letting this do it. And why is this broken now? Oh, they don't exist here. That's a problem. Okay. That's okay. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we're just gonna have another function that takes in the game state. All right, sure, we can do it that way. Game state. Okay, yeah. So we'll go to our players for each player. Yeah. We'll get the hand string. Oh, okay. All right, tripping. Okay, and then console log player's name and okay. All right, cool. Wait, no, I don't like that. Return this. Yeah, I don't know why this is void. Okay. So const hand string. We'll just map that back like so. Yeah, this is a little bit better. player set. Wait, whoa. Why is it? Okay, fine, whatever. So instead of doing this, we're going to return the game and then that game. Oh, maybe I should call this hands. This is only for presentation. So given that it's only for presentation, I'm gonna do this slightly differently. I'm gonna pull this out here. I'm not gonna return. Just pull it out there. And then I'll just return the game state as is. Yeah, that's actually what I want to do. We'll return the game state as is. So we'll do a little bit of that action. And I will go back into here and print it out. That's probably, yeah, probably should have did that to begin with. So we're gonna do that. And it's gonna be void again. Oh, what the hell? Okay. That should be good. Let's go back to here. New game. And yeah, perfect. Now, another thing I want to update this function to return more than that. So right now I am returning just print card here. Maybe I want to return more than that. Yeah. Maybe I want to return more than that. So let's make this a string. All right, and I'll put the player themselves. So we'll do player name. I guess we can do a little bit of that action. I'll use a regular hyphen so it doesn't trip out. Okay. Perfect, cool. This is a little bit better. All right. So I am him, the ops. This makes it easier for me to compare things. And let's go ahead and create. Let's start building up some of the rules. Okay, so we have a few things. We have a single. Oh, actually, this round. Where's the round at? Round. I want this to be updated. This type for rounds. Oops. So what I want is for a round to keep track of the type of round it is, right? So this is going to be a type, or I'm gonna call it T for now because I don't know what else to call it. And they're going to be a few. They're going to be a single. There's going to be a double, a triple, straight. Oh wait, let's do quadruple. And this has two names, but I'm gonna call it a quadruple. This is also called a buster. We'll also have a straight. And there's also a lock. A lock is a straight, technically. Sorry, so I don't know how we're gonna model that because it's either a straight or a straight lock. I'll model it by just typing this, fine. Straight lock. So these are all of the different types. So a single is just one card. So single is one card. Double is two cards of the same face with two cards with the same face. Triple is literally all of that. So I'm just kind of, I don't know why I copied the whole thing. Triple is three cards of the same face. this will be 4 cards. We'll also say also called a buster and can beat a 2. Any single 2. Can beat any single 2. Okay. Next we will have a straight is 3 or more consecutive face cards, e.g. 3, 4, 5. Maybe if I spell straight correctly. All right. Let's say straight lock is 3 or more cards, consecutive face cards with the same, what did we call it? Suit, rank? What did I call it? Suit. Of the same suit. Did I already do quadruple? Yeah, I did. Okay, all right. Single, double, triple, quadruple, straight. Okay. Then I'll put a note here. A 13 card straight is called a dragon, and the player owning this hand automatically wins. So it's just like a do-over type of thing. All right, so these are some simple rules, kind of. I don't know if this is a good name, but maybe it is. Update the round type to include the current play. Come up with a better name. It's a better name if needed. Okay, so we're going to update the type to include the current play. And then we also need some functions that can take a set of cards and then determine what it is. It's valid and the type of play, e.g. single, this is not e.g. single, double, etc. This is a very poor spec, but hey, you know, maybe it'll work. This is saying that that one has the lowest card. Oh, I do. Okay, that works. See, 3, 4. Okay, that works. So 1 indeed has the starting move. That's good. I forgot to test that. I literally forgot. Okay, I think I can delete all that. What is it complaining at me about now? Yeah, these right here should always be console logging instead of returning. I'll change this back to the function since I'm not going to actually do any type of mapping or anything like that. And it's be consistent with that. Okay, so we have play type. Okay. I'm fine with that name. It's better than what I came up with. Dragon, 13 cards straight. So for example, if I have a 4 cards in my straight, I should get back a 4 card straight. This is easy to represent in Swift because you can include data as a part of enum, but I don't think it's that easy here in TypeScript. A 4 straight. And this should generalize all the way up to a 13 card straight. No need to encode dragon, as this can be done and be present in the client. Right, let's see what it comes up with. If I just went with that, then it would make my life a little bit easier, or I'm sorry, a little bit harder. Trying to figure out, well, okay, if I have 2 straights, you know, if the round is a straight and somebody were to try to put 4 cards, but it's currently a 3 card straight, that's an invalid move. So that needs to be encoded. Okay, so we have a new type called a play, which go here. What about the round type? Oh, okay. It's current play. I don't like that. I'm gonna call this play type. I'm just doing that here so it knows, so that it doesn't get upset with me in the future. Okay, so this is going to be the play type, I think is what I just called it. Yeah, play type. It's no longer going to be this. It needs to be or null. I like to avoid undefined and only use for things that, I shouldn't set, right? This should be set to null by default. I want it to actually mean the absence of a value. All right, moves for this round. Okay, that makes sense. All right, play is just a string now. I should be able to hack the types to come up with these strings because it's a finite set of strings. Right, so it could be single, double, 3 straight, 4 straight. We can enumerate all of those using the type system, but for now, I'll leave it as is. Okay, next we're going to have the function that's going to evaluate a play. And we're going to look through and make sure that's doing what I would expect it to do. Initial round. Why is this tripping out at me now? Oh, okay, yeah, I got to update the type. Okay, so initial round. Play type is going to be null. Honestly, I don't like null. I would prefer the play type to be start. Yeah, maybe that could be 1 as well. I'm going to keep it as null because I can always go back and change it later. Okay, so we have our create game state. We have our evaluate play. And this should never return null. If in cars length, return null. Honestly, that's impossible to do. This would be an error. Yeah. This should just throw an error. Is it throw new error or is it just throw error in this language? I don't remember. It's throw new. Okay, throw new error. This issue with writing in a bunch of different languages. You always forget. Okay, check if all the cards have the same face. Const all, same face, cards every card. Okay, so this right here will determine whether or not this is a lock. Oh, wait, never mind. This says face. Okay, I'm tripping. Okay, so if they're all the same face, then the first one, if it's 1, it's a single. Otherwise, it's a double. Okay, all right, this works. That works. I don't like this name right here, in. We'll call it num cards. Okay, for potential straights, 3 or more cards. If num cards is greater than or equal to 3, sort the cards by face value. Okay, we're just going to sort them. Check if they are consecutive. So we should just go by 1, and that's indeed what we're doing. If it's not equal to 1, it's not consecutive, so we move out and we're done. So if it's not consecutive, why are we returning null? Yeah, this is wrong. Or wait. This is the straight. So if it's not consecutive, then this should be an invalid. I'm going to encode invalid as play. What are my types here? This be a string. Oh, okay, I could just write invalid. Okay, so we'll just return invalid. What's the name of this? Invalid play. Oh, literally, it's this thing right here. Okay. So maybe I shouldn't return, or maybe I shouldn't throw an error. I should just return invalid. Why is this tripping out? It's not assignable to play. Oh, okay, sure. Say type invalid, and then what are the other things I need to return? Is that it? I've already forgotten. A play is a type, and then the cards. All right, I'll just give it the card. I'll just pass the cards back. How about that? Yeah, that's easy. I will probably want a factory function to do this, so I'm not doing what I'm doing here. Yeah, I don't like this. I would prefer to encode this as a function, right? You just say invalid play, and you know what, I'm gonna do it now. this will be a function that takes in cards, which would be a card array. I don't like the literal syntax of this. And this will return a play. And then the type is going to be this right here. We'll just, oops, do that like so. And then we can just return invalid play of cards. And I'll probably have to update O3 to tell it that this is what I'm doing so that it doesn't keep trying to do what it's been doing. Okay, and then if no valid play is detected, then we just default to invalid play. Okay. Now I got to figure out a way to test this. So each player should be able to play a hand, right? So I want to have a function, and I'm going to define the signature, and then I'll give it to O3 and see what it can do. So we should say play, and then we got to specify who. This is a functional. I don't like classes, especially in JavaScript. So we're going to have to take in the player. I'll do player. And then their hand. I think a player has a hand. Yeah, we'll just take the player in there. Anyway, play. So we're gonna go to the player hand. Maybe it would be useful to just put in the cards that they want to play. Card array. Excuse me. I will be back. I need something to drink. I just realized that it is 444. Jay-Z. I'm looking at this. I don't like how this is currently designed. My game state should be solely responsible for doing this. A play, maybe it should be a function that exists within game state. When I think about it. Yeah. Game state. Yeah, play should be a function here. And I will tell it that eventually. So for now, it'll be, we'll just return void for now. Now, the play, I don't need to, because it's now in the game state, I don't need to pass in the player because I can get that from game state. I'll just figure out whoever's turn it is, then grab their hand. And then maybe what I want to do is specify the things that they want to play, the cards. Oh, look at that, cards to play. Yeah, this is what I want right here, that cards to play. All right. So this would be, take my, remember I've sorted my cards. Let me come back to here. So, I've sorted my cards, right? So the cards to play is, okay, it's my turn. What cards do I want to play? I want to play this, all right? So I'm going to have an interface. It'll probably be the iOS app or maybe a website. I don't know. It'll be something. The player will say, all right, I want to take this card. It's always going to come from their hand. So I don't even have to do any checking, right? Because it's only going to be what's in their hand. So they want to play this card. And then what it'll do is it'll go and verify that this is a valid move based on a couple of things, based on the round that we're in for the game. So, the current round is just going to be whatever the last one is. So last one on the stack, that'll be the current round. Depending on what that current round is, will determine whether or not this play is valid. So let's say that the current round, wait a minute. Did I forget to encode that somewhere? Evaluate play. Okay, I mean, I could do it here, but I can also have another function that that once I get this play out, I can then check to see, all right, well, does this play match the current round? All right, never mind. All right, cool. Yeah, so I'll have my evaluate play function, which you're not seeing right now. I'll bring it back up. This evaluate play function, the one that's kind of highlighted, this right here, is going to take in my card to play, a 3. And what it's going to do is determine what type of thing it is. And then inside of my game state, which, where's the game state at? Yeah, wait. Oh, this is create game state. It's going to return a game state object. And it looks like I need to update this a little bit. What's missing? Play. Oh, haha, yeah. Ooh, this can't be a part of the interface. This is a good time to think about adding a class. This is what a class would be for. Yeah, this would be a class. A class would be useful here. Unless every turn that I take, I could return a new game state. In fact, that's what I will likely want to do. And then that new game state will return a function. Yeah, that's what it is. I think that's what I want. So play is going to be a function that returns another function that accepts cards, a card array. And right now, I don't know what it's going to do. So this is a curried function, and I don't think this is going to be happy yet. So let me come back here and we'll change this. So this is going to be a function that returns a function that returns void for now, because I don't really know what it's going to return. Here's why this is important, right? Every new state, I want this to generate a function that when called, it will determine, okay, well, it's going to encapsulate some state, like the current turn, the current round, all that kind of stuff. And then build out that function. So then when it's called with the potential play, it does something. I don't know what it's going to do yet. Maybe it returns a new game state. Yeah, that's probably what it should do. Yeah, we'll return a new game state. Oops. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that actually makes perfect sense. So I play the cards and then it returns a new game state. All right, I'm happy with that. Now, this is unhappy because I don't have a function. So I need to create the function that does that. So we'll say const, we'll call this our play function, play fn, and this is going to be equal to cards, card array, and it's going to return a new game state. So let me just put that in here so that I get type completion. But no, I can't do that because then I need to make sure that I also create. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. That's not going to work. Can't do it that way. What I likely want is to not have this as a part of it right now. All this because I'm trying to avoid doing this in a class. I will probably end up doing it as a class. But let's go ahead and create the thing. So it's going to be function, cards, return new game state. Oh, maybe if I wrap like so. There we go. So we'll get the current turn. Current turn is, it should just be a +1. Yeah, +1. That's clockwise. But because I don't want this to ever go beyond the bounds of my array, what I want to do is also modulus the player, however many players. Yeah, the players thing. So we'll say current turn is going to be, I have this somewhere. I'm storing this somewhere. Forgot what I call index. No, not index. Current turn. Oh, it's current turn. Okay, so it's going to be current turn ++. No, it's going to be ++ current turn. And then we're going to module that with where's the players? How many? The players length. Like so. Players will be players still. Rounds would be, what is round? Oh, this will be a new round, I guess. No, it wouldn't. It'll just be the current rounds. Now, why is this upset? Do I not have something called rounds? What is it called? I'll just pass in the current one. Oh, that doesn't exist. All right, I don't remember what a round is. Let's go and look. So rounds. Why is it doing all this? Rounds, play type, moves. Ah, okay. I see what's going on here. Do I have a current round? I don't, so we'll do -1. Wait, how come that's not working? I thought I had rounds in here. Player, previous winner. Okay, this can't be in here. This function has to exist outside. It's going to take the game state. It will also need to take the player. Yeah, it will need to take the player. player. Actually, it should need to take the player. I can get that from the game state. The only thing I think I may need is cards now. Card. Okay, and this will return a new game state. So we're going to take the current game state, do that, and then we'll go to our rounds, and that'll be game.rounds.push a new round. Why is it a round array that this takes? This should only be one thing. Oh, it is. Okay, all right. Except we want to get the current round. So yeah, let's do that. So we'll do const current round, and that will be our game rounds -1. So that's the current round that we're on. And then for this, what I want to do is update. Maybe that's not the right one that I want to do. Rounds. Yeah. So what I want to do is push a new round to this current round. So we'll do game.rounds.push, and then whatever that play is. But why is this accept? Why I don't understand why this. Let's go back to this type. Moves. Oh, that's not even the right thing. Yeah, I don't understand why this is coming back as what it is. Type number is not assignable to type round. Okay, well, we'll do it this way. We'll take our current rounds. Oops. And then we'll just add a new. Wait, is this a round? I don't think this is a round. It's not going to be this simple. I'm realizing that the new player may be creating a new round, or they may just be adding a move. I think that's the confusing bit here. So, play type. We're going to come back. Oh, don't do that. Come into our game, and we're going to add a new, not round per se. We're just going to add a new. I forget what is. I literally just forgot what it's called. A new move. That's what I want. So it's not like rounds that I want. It's a move. All right. So we're going to go into our current round. We're going to go into moves, and then we're going to push a new move onto the thing. And it's a move array. See, this is what's confusing. Like, that should just be. This should just be like one thing. So I go into my moves, and I should be able to push a new move onto here. But for whatever reason, it's telling me that it wants me to push an array of moves. I don't know. All right, so we'll do card, player ID. Okay, this is wrong. The type is wrong. A move is not a card. It is an array of cards. Player ID, card, cards. Okay, I think that should be a little bit better. There we go. So I could just pass in cards, and then the player ID. Why is it the player ID and not the index? Yeah, it went back to ID, and it shouldn't be that. It should be index. Maybe, yeah, I'm gonna call it index. Let's see where this is being used. Nowhere. Yeah, I can change it. So this will be player index, ix. This will be a number. Okay. Then I can get this from the game state. Assuming that I'm keeping track of it there. I hope I am. So this will be player ix, game, current turn. And then a timestamp would just be, what's the timestamp? Is it a string or is it a number? It's a number. So that'll be date.now. Okay, cool. So we will push the new thing. But before we push it, we got to do some check, right? So we got to check stuff, check if valid. And if so, push. All right, this can go away. We won't return, no, we should return a new game state. Yeah, we should return a new game state. Right now I'm mutating it, but maybe I want to just return, just copy whatever the current game state is and then, you know, go about my business. Or not. We won't do any of it. We'll just leave it as is. This isn't great. This means that I am now mutating state, something that I don't like to do. But I gotta go. I've been streaming and talking to myself for too long. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, especially if you don't even say anything. You can at least click a button that says that you like it. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, I highly encourage you, like it and do a comment. Otherwise, I'll go back to my after hour streaming where I just talk shit. Talk a lot about nothing. Bad. But anyway, I'm out. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Peace.